Hey babes, it's Grace, and welcome back to Eternal Grace, where the beauties come together to grow, heal, and become the women of our dreams. I hope you're doing well. It's been a minute. Haven't posted since my birthday, and life has been crazy. Because guess what? Your girl got kicked out. Yeah, my father specifically, are kicking my husband and I out. And so this month, I've just kind of been preparing to move, preparing to change. And I have a word for you today, and that is you are not a tree. Move, okay? I know you're aware of your own autonomy, but are you using it? Are you using it? Because sometimes we live our lives acting as if everything has to stay the same because it's always been the way that it is. And actually, it doesn't. A lot of what we want out of our lives is on the other side of making a change, okay? I'm going to throw my straw in my drink really quick. I got a venti cold brew and I added 2 pumps of sugar-free vanilla syrup and some cinnamon powder. So there's a touch of sweetness to it, but we are not doing lattes right now unless it's social because, girl, I still have 30 pounds to go. Ooh, that is strong. That is strong. That is strong. Okay. So you're not a tree. You're not a tree. When I got this news that my father was kicking us out, he didn't really deliver it like I'm kicking you out. He isolated my husband and put conditions on his living here alone to single him out, other him, and basically make me choose my husband or my childhood home, which is weird AF. We already understand that part, okay? But upon getting this news, my mother was like, you don't necessarily have to go. Like, it was actually an option for me to stay here without my husband, which is crazy in its own set of crazy, okay? You have to move. Sometimes you just have to go because when people are showing you that they are not supportive of you, when they are willing to other you, when they are unwell enough to make certain claims about the way that you interact with them, you have to go because mental illness is dangerous when it is not being nurtured and pruned and under control. Mental illness gets out of hand really, really quickly. So when you see signs that something is off, when someone tries to other you, when someone starts telling lies about you, when someone starts getting kind of weird towards you, the way they look at you is more like they are assessing you and staring into you than actually seeing you, that's some creepy shit. And you have to go. You must go. And sometimes it's easier to stay, or it seems easier to stay because staying is familiar. But again, a lot of the time, what you want, the changes that you actually want for your life on the other side of actually choosing to move. And so I know it can be scary, and maybe you're moving in a different way right now. Maybe you're entering a new semester of college, or maybe you're relocating too. Maybe you're just changing the way that you move with the people around you. Regardless of how you're changing, how you're moving, I encourage you to take the leap because staying where you are will not produce any more fruit than it currently has. Okay, if you're looking around your life right now and you're like, this is cute, but I could do better, don't assume that the better is going to come from staying in the same environment because it probably won't. It probably won't. There is a reason why it says in the Bible that man must leave his family and cleave to his wife and start anew. Okay? And I'm married, so it's quite literally that literal for me. I have to cleave to my husband and move from my family because my family has decided that they don't want to play family anymore. And frankly, it's an answered prayer because you guys know I've been seeking clarity on the familial situation for a while now. But if you're an eldest daughter like me, sometimes it just doesn't feel that simple to put yourself first and to choose yourself. So I'm encouraging you today, do something for yourself today that your future self will appreciate and that will get the movement going. Pack a box. Pray for the location. Pray for the keys. Start looking for a new job. Okay? Start the moving process. Get it going. Show yourself that you are open to the change and pray and tell the Lord, Lord, I see that I don't belong here anymore and I receive the change. Receive it in Jesus' name, because sometimes we are more resistant to change than we realize. Sometimes we're more resistant to movement than we realize. And we are turning ourselves into rocks, into trees that are static, that stay right where they are, that are entirely stationary, as though the Lord does not have the entire world in his hand and can send us anywhere at any time. So I'm being sent to a different part of SoCal. I'm being sent to the beach, baby. I'm being sent to the San Diego area. And frankly, it's an upgrade. So I'm really excited about that. But sometimes it isn't. Sometimes maybe it doesn't look like it will be. But just know that the Lord's plans for you are greater than any plans you could have for yourself. And as long as you are clinging to the hem of his garment, my love, you will be okay. But you have to trust and you have to start walking. You have to start walking. That's why we call it a walk with God, right? We're not in a stand with God or a coffee table chat with God. We are walking with him. And so I'm holding his hand and walking with him right now. Frankly, this month I've been crashing out. I'm just going to be honest. I haven't really been doing that well. And that's why we haven't chatted in a minute, because I haven't had the space, the value to provide to you the way that I would like to. I wish maybe I could have also shared myself going through that. I don't know if that would have been helpful, but I'm sharing it now. I'm still scared. I'm still anxious, but I'm letting myself be excited because I trust the Lord and I know that he has good plans for me. And I know that I have outgrown this space. And sometimes you're like a fish or a whale or a dolphin, some sort of aquatic creature. And you start out this real baby one, right? And you're swimming in your little tank and you're having a good time. And then you get bigger and bigger and you're growing and your tank just doesn't fit you anymore. And it's time to dive into the ocean, baby, okay? So it's time, quite literally, for me to dive into the ocean. And life's only going to be up from here. So look forward to more content, more consistency, because my creative juices will be flowing. I'm freer than I ever have been. It hasn't even happened yet. So I'm really excited for what God's doing in my life, and I'm really excited for what he's doing in yours. And yeah, remember, you're not a freaking tree. So get moving, baby. Okay. I love you so much. I will talk to you soon. And I hope you've had a good summer, because yeah, I think I've had a good summer. I really haven't given myself time to think about it. All I know is my fall is going to be freaking amazing because I'm getting out of here. Okay? I know that's right. All right. I love you. Talk to you soon. Bye.